All right. Hello and welcome to session 14 of Business in Lahles. Go around, check in on everybody about this week. We start with Trace since he wasn't there. I did a pretty good impersonation last week, checking in on you. But let's see if I was pretty close. How was your couple weeks, Trace?
Good, good.
Oh shit! You said good twice.
Because
Got
2
him.
weeks.
Well
Wreck-It,
played.
how was your week?
Good. It's my first week back to work since starting parental leave, so getting back in the swing of
Boo.
things. Yeah.
Onyx,
The hustle never stops. That's all I gotta say.
the hustle stopped for this year for me yesterday. This is my last day of work till the beginning or till January 4th next year.
If we could all be so lucky.
Nah, I'd rather be on the grind than bored off my ass.
Get to write D&D stuff
How about your week?
though.
Dude?
Yeah, good to hear. How was your week?
It was a good time. Or at least what I'm choosing to call a good time.
Any updates on the pup? How's the dog doing?
She's still
Oh,
beautiful
she's the
and
best.
amazing.
I love her. She during the first week, and that's something that brings me to life. She was originally pretty skittish when she came in. Like she didn't want to. She loved Erica a lot and didn't want to be near me. She's really evened out a lot. She's settling in. Super
That's
happy
good.
about it.
Krev, how was your week?
Good. Crazy work week though. I've been working till like 7 every night at least. So, but I just got off work like 30 minutes ago.
Are auditors
Wow.
going crazy with you too?
No, we're testing a new system at work that we're implementing and having to manage our normal workload at the same time. So it's just kind of nuts right now. But
All right. Well, so keep doing the same thing that we've kind of been doing the past couple weeks, opening it up to the floor for each of you to give the recap.
I think I should do it.
Yeah, I think that you should. I'm pretty sure you would nail it.
Well, what happened last time was that we went to Blocksmouth, I think, and we discovered that the entire city was ruled by a council of dragons, like one of each color. So we decided to go through the sewers to go into the palace and like make an assault on these 5 dragons. Yeah, it was a pretty epic fight, you know. I mean, a few crits here and there, and it was pretty good. So we managed to slay the dragons.
Sounds like a cool campaign idea. Might do that.
Yeah. I looted a holy avenger and a leather armor +3 and a few other good items. That's about it.
All right,
That's
so
it?
for the
All right.
actual recap,
So we had. So I think where we last left off in the prior game is we had just defeated an Umber Hulk in some mines in the Niacinamide Mountains. But after a bit of counting, we discovered that we had not yet found all of the bodies yet, and we believed that the caves went deeper. In fact, they did. After a night of resting, it's also worth saying that we found 3 wheelbarrows of gems in the mines. Not that big a deal. Only
No.
3.
not that much.
And we actually absconded one of the wheelbarrows of gems into a what is essentially a bag of holding, a kind of a secret bag of holding that I hadn't really been using up until this point. So we absconded some of the gems. We brought the rest out, and we're going to use those to try and buy our way into the guild, into the guild's favor. I can't remember her name at the moment, the guild leader. But we decided to go further into the mountains. We discovered some baby Umber Hulk eggs. gutted the innards. At which point, a rumbling in the caves happened, and I believe we're probably about to fight another Umber Hulk. Am I right
Just
on that?
one.
Or 2 or 9. We have no clue what's coming next. But the cave is probably collapsing, and there's definitely not Umber Hulks involved.
Nice.
Anything else?
Nothing terribly useful. The mines go deep as fuck.
We found that one exit, like way out there.
Yeah, and there's a lot down here. There's a lot down here, and there is that other exit into the mountains. You're right. There were some crazy ass creepy vines that seem to be nourishing the Umber Hulk eggs using dead corpses as nightmare fuel, basically.
That's a bit freaky.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. I mean, yeah, circle of life and all that.
Circle of strife.
I mean, yeah, those fuckers are dead. We did find all of the bodies of the guild members, so we can leave, but our group is a glutton for punishment, so we decided to stay and keep looking.
That is correct.
Nice.
So if anyone dies, I just want everyone to want everyone here to know that this was avoidable.
Isn't it always?
I'm sure everything will be fine unless it isn't.
I guess that always just depends on the dice, but
Or poor decisions, you know. Well, I would say continuing to stay is probably a risky decision, but
Probably.
get that XP. You gotta level up someday.
Get that dead pea.
all right. Well, one thing, it was definitely hard to make a map that was massive enough and not like loading up like 25, 30 different things. So, as he had stated, Kadir, each of you decided after slaying the Umber Hulk, taking the short rest at the encampment just outside the mines, and then heading back into the mine the next day, going through the tunnels and ended up finding like an egg room, and eventually all the remains of the miners and the guild members that you all sought out, and then continuing on finding like a hub location, like a center part, and then going out from there. So what I'm going to do now is pull you all to this map as we
Roll initiative.
roll initiative with each of you coming towards the back of what you all believe to be an Umber Hulk.
All right. Let's all throw ourselves on the map. I mean, we knew our battle order, so.
Yep.
I think I was front right.
Yep.
I have no idea why I was, but I assume I was not in the front. Doesn't sound like something Trace would do. Well, maybe a little bit. Is it dark?
Yes.
Yay.
The only light that's been given off is the light from Rekid's quarterstaff that Kadir had placed on.
I'm going to. I will probably be like just
So-
outside the range of the bright light, whatever that might be. 15 feet.
I think it's
Ooh.
20.
Yeah.
Wow, what is the scale on this map?
So
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
each of these squares are actually 30 feet. So we will
Cool.
only be able to move one square in the initiative order.
Man, we got fat.
So that's I'm like 60 feet away from him now. Damn.
Yep. As
What?
like was stated, these tunnels are massive, and were winding, and the light had actually needed to be recast. I think like a total of 3 or 4 times
So
while
wait,
exploring?
3, I think.
So are you
Uh,
telling me this creature is 120 feet wide?
Well,
Uh,
just
it's a fucking Tarrasque. Run.
Yeah.
obviously, like, I'm not going to shrink down your tokens to a third or like a tenth of the size.
Right. I'm fucking with you.
I mean, if you want to be
So-
really tiny tokens, I guess we could make that happen, but it would be so hard to see.
No, I prefer being thick.
Oh, roll initiative. I forgot that for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Duh. Initiative. Only 27.
Nice. Ooh.
Wow, Rhythmbot just does not want to work. So
Fucking smooth as silk.
I'm gonna go ahead and just mute Rhythmbot on my side and just play it through my speakers. I don't know why it's so awful.
Yeah, it's upsetting fucking spaghetti. Mmm. That's my jam.
Yeah, a little
Thank-
disappointing, but I do believe that is everybody. We have Trace, Kadir, Krev, Rekit, and Onyx. All right.
Hi.
So, as each of you start to come up towards this Umber Hulk, you can see it down the tunnel. While still fairly far away, you're able to make it out, like with its shape as it's just burrowing down. Doesn't seem to have noticed each of you as you've like approached it from the backside. But we begin our turn with Trace.
Well, I'm just going to fire. Fuck that. I mean, I have a huge range advantage right now, so why not? Seeing as I have advantage and I have disadvantage range, I guess that's even it out. It's nothing.
Mhm.
Oh, there's normal attack. So first attack is.
Got him.
13?
Fortunately, that one's a miss as you release from the longbow and the arrow just like ricochets off the ceiling quite quickly and then just down into the floor.
Well, I'll do one more. I have 2 attacks first round. That's probably hits.
Oh, that misses.
Really?
No. What a bounce back though. Nice roll. The first one I believe was a 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I can't even remember the rules of sneak attack. I guess I don't get it. Why? No, I guess I don't. Just a normal. Ah. I forgot how we do ignore the sneak attacks of 16 points of damage.
Okay. And able to like adjust your aim from the first shot, you draw back on the next with the next arrow.
Oh! I forgot the bonus damage. That one's times 2. So 10 more damage.
Oh yes, good call. This is the first turn. Okay.
So 26 points damage in total. Nice.
But this one definitely grabs its attention as you can see it beginning to start to maneuver, turning itself to face each of you. This one strikes it, and you can see a bit of the green blood-like liquid start to pour out of the wound.
I'm moving as far as I can away from it, so I'll move away from it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
And then trying to close the gap, that's about where it'll get to for its turn. And then we move to Kadir. You just hear it kind of like as it begins to move towards each of you.
Ah, yes, that is the same noise I make when I walk.
It's a big bug.
So I am going to hold action on Eldritch Blast. If it comes into range, then I will fire. And I'll I'll call out to my compatriots. Let it come into our range. It cannot deal with us unless it is close. I will weaken it for you. Yes, Rekid?
Aye.
That
That's my
it?
turn. Yep.
All right. Krev moves over to you.
So I'm gonna cast a spell. Its range is 150 feet, so I'm gonna try to cast it centered here. Spike growth.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, no. 101. 1 second. It's 20 feet in radius. So I guess you would put it like. So it'd be like halfway into each square here, I guess, between these two. But if I place it dead in the center there, that's the ideal.
Question, what's the range on spike growth?
150 feet.
Shit, are you kidding me?
Nope.
Holy fuck.
Right. I was expecting it to be 120, but it was 150.
Yeah, I was too. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Could you set it a little bit closer so that we're all in range when...
Okay. So like here, you think? Okay, that's a good idea. So like here maybe, or here. I guess here's probably better. Yeah.
And now you should be able to control it, and everyone should be able to see the light as well.
All right. I have to center it in the square, I guess. Let's put it there, I guess. And then that's my action, and I will... I guess I'll bonus action transform into Spider King for my wild shape.
What was the spell called again?
Sorry?
What was the spell called again?
Spike growth.
Now you just need an underspike growth, so it can't burrow.
Here I will...
I'm sure
I
everything...
don't know if it's gonna roll. Okay, there we go. Sweet. And then, where is it? It'll let me display that in the thing. No, it won't let me send the creatures over, I don't think. But yep, that's cool.
There you go. You should add the spider now.
Sweet, thanks.
Bet.
Blip. And that, I believe that takes my turn.
And I believe that would like technically be a large, but
Yeah, but with the scaling here,
I'd just do it like that.
sure.
Bet.
But with that in mind, like you can kind of like put some of your legs up on like the walls and stuff of that nature, so still
Right.
taking up like enough space so like Kadir can stand next to you as well.
Exactly. Well, again, if these squares are 30 feet,
Yeah,
then-
yeah.
and then I'm not anywhere near the...
All right, is that it for your turn?
Yes, sir.
Rekid.
So, Rekid, having firsthand experience with the ocular based attack of these things, I think what he'll first do is just take out some random piece of cloth he might have on his person to tie over his eyes.
Hilarious. I love it.
Good idea.
Now, would that cost an action, would you say?
I would say like ripping off like the piece of cloth and then securing a blindfold would probably take about 6 seconds. So for your action, yeah.
Okay, and then I'll move one square forward then. I guess it's okay to occupy the same space as Spider, right?
Yeah, like technically speaking, yes.
Okay.
Only 10 feet, you know.
Oh
large
no,
creature.
you're covered by spider.
Ride it.
All I hear is an addition to my AC.
I guess
Ride
yeah.
it.
Oh no.
Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
All right. Well, as you had posted, you are now blinded as you secure a piece of cloth over your eyes to make sure you don't fall under its, I guess it's charm. I'm not really sure how to describe it. Moves to you, Onyx.
I'm just gonna move up as well. And that's it. I'm not gonna attack or anything.
All right. Trace.
What should I be doing? Oh well, I'll fire. Kaboosha. Probably hit.
Yes,
Nice.
it hits. Nice.
Oh, that's good damage. 14 piercing.
I like how you added the effect spidered.
And Trace going to take a step back, and that's his turn.
All right. Well, it will do the same thing. Just getting closer, but I do think that this puts it in range for your Eldritch Blast. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that does put us in range. I can't wait to miss. That nat 1's coming like
Oh,
a
it's
truck.
just out of range. It's at 150, so it's got to move one more.
Are you sure?
I just did like the center of your square, but it's just because where I had it snapping. Let me snap to corner. Yep. Okay, you're good. It's right on the border.
Oh, there it went. Yeah, there we go.
Fortunately, as it steps within range and you let loose the Eldritch Blast, it just right into the ceiling. See a few of the rocks kind of fall, just bouncing off of the hard chitin from this creature.
Well, actually, you know what? I'll hang out where I am. I'm fine.
Well, that was just your held action, so now it's actually your turn.
Oh. Fuck. All right. Well, I mean, I'll shoot again. It's fine.
I wasn't prepared for this.
Fortunately, that one's a
14,
miss as well, as it connects with the creature, but it doesn't seem to have any effect.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, and it brings us to Krev, the Spider King.
Yeah, I am going to. Uh-oh, my game just reloaded. That was weird. Trying to see if I'm in range to do my spider ability. I actually don't want to do it yet, but I guess I will hold my action until, like, to see if he comes into range. I'll make a spider bite attack. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Reckon? You're blind.
Yes.
Wrecked blind.
I will move another square forward and take the dodge action.
You're aware of my spell, by the way, just so you know.
That's what you think. No, just kidding. But
Got him. He's the best wizard. Of course he knows.
yeah. Look at my shiny staff.
It's true. It shines. Look at it.
Fly, you fools. Yeah.
Huh. the Balrog.
Well, you can dash if you want.
Nah, I
Just go ahead.
dodged.
Go right in there.
No.
No, no. All right. Onyx.
Okay. Like right here.
Yeah, I think that's as far as the dash gets you. Although,
Yeah.
you know what? She does have extra move speed. She has 35 move speed.
Yeah, I was just kind of rounding because
Oh,
Krev is at
shit.
25 as well. So I
Oh,
was gonna
dang
let
it.
him move like one square.
Okay.
I just realized since I'm blind, dodge does nothing for me.
Well, it cancels it out.
That's it.
It's a disadvantage if you can see the attacker.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which makes sense in hindsight. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense overall, but I was just
I'm
waiting
sure
to
you'll
get
be
there.
fine.
Trace.
He's already dead.
Wow. I wonder what I should be doing. Oh, well, I think I'll fire. 20?
That hits.
11 piercing damage. Please. And I'll take a step back.
This thing might not even get to the spike growth.
And that's my turn.
Just kidding, it will.
I was gonna say maybe it was overkill for me to do. I don't know.
So going through, and I believe the spike growth is every 5 foot of movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2d4. So that's going to be 12 for going in, so 24 d4 in total.
Fuck.
Right?
So,
do I have that math correct? Yes.
It also imposes, I hate to say this, but it also imposes difficult terrain, so it ends up, the damage ends up halving, but it only makes it half the distance in.
Unless it charges, but
Yeah.
that-
So I don't know how many feet it goes through the spike growth. I don't know what that answer is.
Well, then what I'll do is I'll just actually move it back a spot for the difficult terrain. Instead of moving like the 60 in total, just move it to 30, so then it'll just be the 12d4.
that's
I did
still a
forget about that
shitload.
part.
Yep.
But yes,
All right,
it
here
is
we
still a
go.
shitload.
I'm sorry, Matt. You know what?
All right.
You're fine.
Oh,
That's
wow.
okay. That's still 30 damage. I'll take it. That was still a good choice for a spell, I think.
I just saw Christian. Oh God.
All right, and then that'll be the end of that's turn as these spikes just begin like piercing it. Every time it puts down one of its legs, you can just see it like right through the creature's leg, and it is not looking good for the Umber Hulk. Kadir, it's your turn.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna keep missing. Y'all got this handled. I'm fine here. I'm just gonna yawn a bit and then fire. All right, or not.
That'll hit.
14 force damage. Big oof.
And as you find purchase with this Eldritch Blast, you can see part of the chitin begin to like lift up as you've created a nice gap in its armor. Is that it for your turn?
Yep.
All right. Which will now move us to the spider.
Chitter chitter. Time for dinner.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep holding out here until he moves into range, I guess, because
It's going to
he's
be a
not-
bit, but he's not going to get there. That's for sure.
I don't think he's not gonna survive. So at this point, I'm just kind of sit tight because I'm not gonna move through my own spike growth.
I mean, you have the wall.
Yeah, but I can only move one square, so it's like I'm just kind of riding it out. Yeah, he's not gonna get to us, but I'll hold my action just in case something happens where he can get to us in range to attack him.
Actually, thinking about it, not that it's going to make much of a difference because it's still going to need to go through, but that's only a 20. It's a 20-foot radius, right? So it's actually shouldn't be even taking up that much space.
Yeah, it's only 40-foot diameter,
I
so
wonder why it's doing that.
It looks more like it's 60 instead of 40.
Yeah. Well, again, it's not going to make that much of a difference, but I just noticed that.
right. Yeah, I can't really do anything. I'm just gonna hold my action still to attack if he comes in range.
Reckon?
Don't worry, y'all. I got this.
What?
I throw a dart.
Blindfolded?
Yeah, but he is blindfolded.
And at long range.
It didn't matter. He's double disadvantage. It doesn't matter. Yo! He did it. My boy did it.
Dart real good, yo.
Dart OP. You saw it here first.
Did I save the day?
Well, you've dealt a decent amount of damage to it, but I think doing it from like the Umber Hulk, I think you're gonna need to take damage from the spike growth as well.
Okay.
But
How much was it?
you're not going to be moving in through like the complete thing, so it'll just be half.
I mean, is he like on the edge of it, or is he like?
So it's still taking up like half the square. So
Where are
that's
you in
kinda-
the square? Yeah.
that's kind of how I was judging it for the Umber Hulk.
I needed to be 60 feet from the Umber Hulk to do that attack.
Yeah, so
Wouldn't you have been that in the square before you were in before?
36. He would need to move just up one square. So moving it up there, and I would say, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay. Oops, I rolled that twice for some reason. Oh, wait.
So
It is a disadvantage, isn't it?
yeah, it should be because you're blinded.
Yeah. Okay.
So with being quite dexterous, you're actually able to kind of like feel where this is like the spikes are kind of like protruding out of the ground, or you can like feel the terrain start to change, and you may not know exactly what it is, but you feel that it's gonna be best to throw your attack from like a solid footing, so you'll stop just short of the spike growth.
Nice.
And then the attack. Oops. Wrong button. Oh, well.
Please tell me that did it.
It is exactly what you needed to kill it. 7 damage.
He's the hero.
The blinded hero.
Trace comes from the back. Can we pull more? Oh.
The blind wizard has done it again.
I'm like, but I still have the blindfold on. Like, did we win?
No, keep hitting it.
Okay.
Well, that was very climactic. Well played, everyone. Oh shit! It's also worth saying, as part of the recap, we also decided to name our party.
It's still
Forgot
up
what
in
it
the
was.
air.
Oh, it is. Okay.
That's what I had thought we had left it on, but I had left it as a question. But if you guys want to discuss that as you explore the tunnels, feel free.
Depends how stupid it is.
But because Trace wasn't there. But also what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the grid back to just the 5 foot, because that's what's actually messing up this aura, because it's still going to register that like it's at like a certain distance from the map. So just so that we don't have that problem again.
Well, I suppose we do have this this Umbra Hulk here. All right, so battle over.
Yes. Just wanted to double check.
Or is it?
There we go.
It depends on whether Wrecked WoW continues walking through the spike growth blinded.
Oh, there's a giant spider. Throw a dart.
Got him.
Well, you couldn't see the time spider.
So I just realized something. Like I don't know how much we know about the ability of this thing, if it's actually sight related. But if I like blinded myself, it would be okay because I have blind sight.
You do know that you could probably just do a simple thing called closing your eyelids. I know, very experimental, but
I mean,
I
that's a good point.
I have heard that it works wonders.
But what if I stubbed my toe and then I opened my eyes?
To be perfectly honest, I am not very well educated. What with the not sleeping and everything. Well, we have slain the Somber Hulk. I suppose we should. I would like to do to it as the last, and I would like to walk up to this corpse, and I would like to shuck it of its chitinous armor.
Okay. Just so as I didn't get a confirmation on it, just so everyone is aware, I'm moving the grid just back to the 5 foot, so then that way it doesn't mess up any of like the radiuses for spells and things of that nature. But from your previous kind of way of going about skinning this creature, you do know that it will take a bit of time. But from your attack before and kind of lifting up on its plate like a chitin, go ahead and just give me a survival check. If I'm assuming using the same process, your claws.
Last time I think you let me use leatherworking.
I would say to you, if you would like, I could do it for you.
You had to skin it, but this was part of the leatherworking last time was part of the curing.
Okay. Well, yes. If you would wish to.
I mean, it might be easier for me to do as a spider. Just
Well.
saying. But it says survival.
I assume it would be quite hard as
Oh,
spider.
shit.
I mean, it doesn't have fine motor skills, right?
What was that?
I mean, spiders, like, whatever you call it, feet are not made for, like, fine manual labor. I think it would be very hard to do that.
Yeah, that's true. I'm guessing you're going to change back into Krev.
Well, if he's asking me to peel it off, I think it'd be pretty easy to do as a spider. That's the point.
I would say after, like, rotting away the insides like a spider would. Like, wrapping it up and everything and then injecting the poison and letting it rot away. Then, yeah.
Yeah, I was assuming I'd use spider strength to do it instead. But,
I mean, I'd still say it could be done, but I could imagine it being, fairly difficult as well. But that's neither here or there. You still, I think, have advantage on your survival check, or did Kadir not have it?
Think I'm... I was wrong. I didn't know if I was being helped or if I was just doing it.
I was letting you do it.
Okay. Well, it's still can be done. Again, it is just going to take a bit of time. You can roughly get about 80 pounds of the chitin, and it will take just a little over an hour of time to do so. Kind of start judging that from like the first 10 to 15 minutes of pulling back these plates.
I mean, if we're all working on it, because last time it only took 10 minutes, because it happened during the time of a ritual cast.
No. It took, you did it during the time that Rekid was going and Trace were going to pick up the gems.
Okay. Could we shorten it by having more people help?
If you have the proficiency in the skill, yes.
I can help, of course.
Which skill was that again?
Survival.
do not have that proficiency, unfortunately.
I'll help.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it was a good
I
roll.
survived.
So getting the assistance, it will have in the time. So it'll take roughly like 30 to 40 minutes.
Very nice.
I recover an arrow too as well when I'm there.
I think you shot 4 in total, so yeah, you can recover 2.
Yeah.
All right, anyone doing anything during this time? Or just waiting?
I'll just be keeping watch.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm preoccupied the whole time working on the thing.
So, once the 30 minutes are up, well, you know, to be perfectly honest, I think we've pretty much dried this place up, so to speak. We could continue looking and see what's in the next room, but I believe we're nearly done here. So maybe we just go into the next room and then leave, perhaps? If that is
Yes.
agreeable.
Well, each of you give me a perception check just around the time that you're finishing up removing the chitin.
Ah,
Yeah.
good.
Oh, shit!
What?
Good.
Oh, but you are busy.
I have taken off my blindfold by this point, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
Man.
Onyx, if ever was a time where you're gonna roll high, this would be it.
Is it though?
And to just ate up 2 natural ones, I would think, but who knows? Oof, just average.
I reckon at 18 we're good.
So, Krev and Rekid and Onyx, each of you are able to hear some of the rocks falling as you had before when making your way through these tunnels. These are at a fairly far distance away. It's almost as if like these sounds are like completely diminished by the time they reach your ears.
Is anyone able to tell which direction that is coming from?
From the east, what would be like just your cardinal east direction, and that's it. Yeah.
So, back from whence we came.
Perhaps, unless it's bouncing around corners and such.
Yes, it does have a habit of happening here. All right, I'm up for any suggestions, but I suggest we shuck this lobster and check the next room and then leave.
Sounds good.
We've done a very significant amount here already.
Yes. Let's move along.
All right. Which way you guys going?
West.
Go west.
All right.
West side.
As you come up and take a look, you'll see that this path extends for quite a while.
All right.
Guess in keeping the same trace like towards the back.
I'm tracing myself towards the back. Everyone else up in the front.
Yep.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and move you to the new location.
Ooh, location. Oh, well, it looks like we're going down.
Yes, you
In
are.
reality.
Where'd we go?
You don't know.
Where
Where
did you
did he
come
come
from? Where did you
from?
go?
There
Where
we
did you go to Cave Dwelling Joe?
There you are. Everyone should be able to see their tokens and stuff now.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Neil, I believe our light would have run out in the past 30 minutes. Whenever that happened, I would auto cast back on new Reckitt's staff.
Yeah, I was just keeping that in mind from last session when you had said you're just going to keep it on repeat. But
I'm pretty. We'd also been keeping track, using it to keep track of time because we're
Exactly.
underground.
Oh, that's smart.
So, this is what I was gonna do to make it a little bit more difficult with like the winding paths and stuff. Just like recover from where you guys like leave. Krev, about this time, I think you have an hour left on your shape.
Yeah, I get 2 hours at the moment for
So.
each wild shape.
About an hour left. I mean, with like the travel time, things of that nature, going down this long path, taking about like 10-15 minutes before
Sure.
making your way to this room.
Making my way downtown.
You should put on your blindfold again, Ragged.
At the first sign of trouble, for sure.
Maybe just closing your eyes is a good idea.
But that's not dramatic.
So, Rekka, what I'll point out from this area is like you do see a pretty big opening coming to like another like room area. You see a decent sized path leading off towards your east side once going around the corner. Bless you. A fairly tight path up on like the northwestern corner, just about this location where you could squeeze through by maybe like turning sideways. And that is it from your current location.
Can I pick up a rock and just toss it into the middle of this room?
Sure.
Anything happen
Toss it.
outside?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
What?
You just hear like tick, tick, tick from like the rock skipping, hitting the ground a couple times before it stops, and then you can kind of hear the sounds echoing.
Well, all right then. Let's go here. Do I see anything new now that I've rounded the corner?
Yep. Moving some of that for you.
Nice.
Any rabbits?
I don't think so.
Yes, the famous cave-dwelling rabbits. Have you not heard of it?
Oh, they should be so tasty, I've heard.
It has
Extra
fangs.
crispy.
It has
Ooh.
fangs and 2 large antlers. It'll kill a man just for looking at it.
I bet it's tasty.
You don't know what you don't want to know what they'll do to a man trying to eat it.
Yes, but elves. They love elves. Very snuggly.
I've never heard of such a creature.
Well, comrades, I'll be honest. I'm quite interested in that tiny, narrow pathway over yonder.
Yes, you seem like a man who likes tight spaces. After you.
All right.
Wizarding, spelunking, what can he not do?
Alright, hold on. Before you go through, go ahead and give me a perception check from that area as you like peer through.
$13.
Okay. Oops, that's hide. Awkward.
Uh-oh.
Hi. Hello there.
Ooh, a hulky.
It's one chunky fella.
It's still
And
the
you
same.
can see him kind of like making his way towards like one of the tunnels on the floor as you peer through.
In the first combat with these, was I present to see them burrowing?
I'm trying to remember. I think you had
Yeah,
all heard like
definitely.
at least heard the sounds, maybe not like actually seen it like coming through the walls, but definitely like the after effect. Yes.
It did so in the middle of the combat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think
The first one, the first combat.
I think I will try to silently pantomime that there is another one of the beasts on the other side of this little passageway to my comrades.
Can you go ahead and give me a stealth check?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess like as you kind of like mime this over, what kind of hand signals are you giving?
I'm going to use my arms to imitate the big pincers.
Yeah.
Accurate. Love it.
And it's like this one's like making its way more towards like the tunnel and down into it. You'll see it just eventually as it burrows, making its way through.
Well, that was spooky.
Why did you not engage him?
With what exactly?
With your hands. Or perhaps your magic.
Well, if we make a big enough sound, he might just pop out of the floor any moment now.
You're right, he might. And I'll use minor illusion to make a large to make a screaming noise from inside that room.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check after you make the noise.
I would like to point out that after I do this, I would prefer to have Eldritch Blast on held action.
Fair enough. All you hear is just like the echoes of like the scream. Wreck-It, from your point, you don't see anything else as you're like looking through.
It's fine. Maybe we should be on our way.
Yes, I'm sure we should be on our way and everything is fine. Looks around.
Yes, everything is fine until it isn't.
I appreciate your verbiage, Krev. Well, at least we should check out the room it was in.
Okay.
All right, you first.
I mean, I suppose. I guess I'll just have to keep all that treasure for myself. Oh no.
What?
I
Treasure?
was just gonna put it in his lamp or whatever.
Are there spider treasures in there?
Aren't spider treasures just people? Oh, wow.
No.
Oh, guys, this does not look good. It looks like whack-a-mole in here.
Did someone say whack?
All right, hold on one second. So as you're taking a look around, Kadir,
Yeah.
as like you squeeze through, you'll notice that this is like that HUD location that you had found previously. And with all the holes in the floor, the ones in the ceiling, and then the other paths that spread out from the circle area. There's your buddy.
Found him.
I am gonna go ahead and need you all to roll me initiative.
Nice.
What's with all this fighting? I mean, is it still the same range thing, or is it normal?
No,
now?
I just put it back to normal, like I said, so it didn't like I messed anything up.
Okay.
Wait, so you said we are at 30-foot squares though, right?
No, we're just moving back. That's why I was saying like earlier, like I
Okay.
didn't hear anyone confirm, so I just wanted to reiterate.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was just your. I thought that was you just saying yes. This is what we are doing now. So I didn't assume there was input.
No, I mean if there wanted to be input, great. If there wasn't, then I just want, like I said, reiterate, so then that way everyone was on the same page.
Hey, I got to re-roll it.
Nice.
Well, you're not a halfling at the moment.
So
I'm kidding.
Facts.
That still counts. You still get those abilities.
No,
Yeah,
it's
no,
not.
we're still fun
It's-
though.
It's unclear.
They're gone.
I mean, it's still a freaking terrible roll regardless, even with the reroll.
That's funny.
The only thing it says for Moon Druid is that you get the capabilities if you are physically capable of them. I'm assuming since you're not physically a halfling that you lose the ability. I assume.
What? Halfling luck? You
No,
lose
he
the
doesn't.
ability to have luck?
Oh, he doesn't lose it. Doesn't lose.
Well, you're not a halfling, so therefore you can have their luck.
now you have
I-
spider luck.
You guys are mean.
I have no clue. I'm just saying that's honestly I don't like taking things away from players, so especially with Druid because it's so fucking poorly worded.
Right. I mean, I guess that would actually be like an interesting debate, but I would leave it at like, he still gets to re-roll it personally. But as you even stated, Krev, it's not necessarily the greatest. And as you lay eyes on this Umber Hulk, as it seems to be coming from the northern path, making its way into this area, Trace, just so you're aware, because you weren't here before, the waft and aroma of excrement will begin to like be quite heavy as you're approaching that slight tight fit of the tunnel. And we are actually starting with you again. Almost
course.
relatively the same order, or close to it anyways.
I mean, not me. I'm bum ass last. I'm glad that I'm so close to him.
Fire. 21,
That hits.
and I have sneak attack this time. Hell yeah. 2 ones. No, that's a 7. Sorry.
Damn, that one.
15
All right.
and Dread Ambusher bonus attack.
Yep.
22
Yes, nice hit.
All I saw was that fat 4 in the middle of the screen.
and 13
Nice.
plus Dread Ambusher bonus attack. I got 16 then. So
A
31
nice
total.
chunk of damage as you look through, and even with like the awkward angle that you're having to shoot around Wreckage through like this tight area, you're able to find purchase with both your shots. And they sink in, and you can see it just beginning to ooze that same green color when you strike it with
I
arrows.
kind of imagine that like Trace stands behind Record and whispers spread, and Record spread his legs and like Trace fired from below.
Fine with me.
Sick dance move.
Trace is going to take a few steps back to disappear
Alright.
into darkness.
Y'all are playing DDR back here.
And I'm done.
And step. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be fucking ant meat. Oh, hi. How you doing, buddy? What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Come here often?
Especially when people yell.
To be fair, no one yelled. That's just what you perceive. What was that?
I don't know. I just saw it too.
Don't worry about it.
Is that a fucking bat?
Uh,
The
Sure.
Uh,
Uber Dragon.
That was pretty great.
So I have a question. You realize you could have slid that around.
Yeah, but why?
He wanted us to see it.
Whatever, I
It's
gotta
more
keep
fun
up.
when it flies across the screen.
Ah!
So as this Umber Hulk moves into range of you, Kadir, making its way just over the tunnels, it will strike at you.
Oh, will it?
Yes, it will. Making 2 attacks with its claws for a 21 and a 26 to hit.
All right, those are both hits. Jesus.
Oh,
For a total of 18 damage to you.
All right, well, it's time for me to go home, guys. I'll, later.
And then it will try to sink into you with its mandibles.
oh no.
Oh,
This
Jesus.
is for an 18 to hit.
Oh, God, come on. That's my AC.
For 15 damage.
I'm down.
Oh.
And as it
Holy Jesus.
and then crunches onto you with the mandibles, Rekid and Krev, you can see Kadir's eyes just close as he falls unconscious.
What are you doing falling asleep in battle?
Onyx moves to you.
Him. Okay. I'm going to attempt to hit it. I healing word Kadir really quick, and then I'm gonna attack it. Or try.
Nice.
Nope.
9, unfortunately, as you come through, needing to kind of squeeze through that little tunnel, and then by Rekid, as you lay eyes on Kadir, he's on the ground. You try to hit the creature, but are unable to find purchase, and then using healing ward, to heal Kadir.
Yep. You get 6.
Nice. I was about to say you have a modifier, right? Perfect. So the 6 HP to you, Kadir, and you're
Mhm.
back up. Well, prone, but not unconscious. Is that it for you, Onyx?
Yep.
Rekid. You've seen Kadir take your place. You're the yo-yo.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm going to open this up with a Fist of Unbroken Air, which he will need to make a strength saving throw against. DC 14.
All right, strength save it is. Natural 19.
Oof, that's all right. Half damage then.
Nice, still pretty good damage.
Yeah.
8.
Yep, 8 bludgeoning and no pushback or prone.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. I will move in though. This is a hole, right?
Yes.
You can try. So, no blindfold?
No, not this time.
But it works so well.
I'll move there.
Got it.
Doing rough terrain to move through my teammates' areas.
Correct. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. Krev.
Alright. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna fire my web at this thing. Go. Roll. Nat 20. So that hits, I'm assuming.
Waste.
Nice roll.
Yeah, so he is restrained. He can have a strength saving throw on his turn to try to break out.
Nice.
That is my action.
It's very nice.
So just double checking, he's restrained, requires like his action to try to break free. Just
Let me
and
see if I can link it or if it'll
What?
actually.
It sounds like, I mean, normally you always get a same throw. I mean,
This is an
auto-restraint
on
is
hit
weird.
thing.
yeah,
It's
this
not
is an
a-
on hit thing. Like he has to actually hit with this ability.
The
Still.
DC,
Here, let me just
this
copy
is
and
normal
paste
for
it.
spiders. This is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
very uncommon in general for.
It is
Yeah.
very uncommon. That's true.
as an action, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a low check, but for a
Yeah, okay,
round
fair
he's
enough.
restrained, so your attacks have advantage against him, and his attacks have disadvantage.
Hmm.
But again, it takes his action, which
Yeah,
means
yeah.
that takes away his 3 attacks on his next turn too. So,
Well, he could just ignore it, right?
Potentially.
well, right, yeah. He
But he'd
just
be
had disadvantage
restrained.
on his attacks. Correct.
And advantage on attacks against him.
That's
Yeah,
I think
and
the
our-
more important part.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
well,
both pretty important, actually.
Well, both. I mean, if he
Oh, yeah.
he knocked Kadir out in 1 turn, so the disadvantage would be nice. on
that
him.
probably would have been the difference.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well,
that
you
takes
did
my
your job.
action to do that, and that's all I can do.
All right. So as the Umber Hulk begins to just like kind of get wrapped and entangled in the web, you can see it like pinning down some of its legs towards its body, and like the mandibles like holding him from opening fully. And as they kind of like tense up against it, the web is holding for now. No movement, right? You're just gonna stay there?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
staying around.
And then that moves us to Kadir. Just wanted to double check before moving on. So Kadir, you're prone, but the vision has come back after you feel some of the wounds healing themselves over. A warm sensation of blood kind of stopping in some of the puncture wounds.
Still, I'm imagining that I'm kind of like still in its mandibles at this point, and my eyes pop open, and you'll just hear me instinctively say, "Nope," and then Misty step over to here. I'll fire an Eldritch Blast at it.
You have advantage.
So I don't know how to turn on and off disadvantage, so I'm just gonna click twice.
Do you have it on query or toggle? Or...
19, 15.
19 is a hit. All right, just wanted to reveal a little bit more of the areas for you guys.
But he would not be hexed, right?
No,
No.
not hexed.
Right?
And then I'm looking to Onyx, so I'll say thank you
Anytime.
and dip around the corner.
Isn't that it for you, sir?
Yep.
And back at the top of the turn order, before you go, Trace, can each of you give me a perception check, please?
Perception, no.
Realize this creature has advantage on perception checks, so I will go this time.
Finally.
Good. My long history continues.
So Kadir, as you're just like yelling out to like Onyx, like quick thanks. The rest of you will hear. Well, I'll do it specifically. Krev, Onyx, and Rekid, you will hear some sounds of rocks falling and bursting from below, coming from one of these holes in the ground. And then just as like a brief second passes, you can see like a plume of dust coming from the top left hole.
Uh-oh.
Wait, something dropped from above into the hole?
Oh, I hope it's not an Umber Hulk.
And Trace, you will hear and see another Umber Hulk approaching from the path that you all had come up.
Oh. Does it appear to have noticed me, or am I invisible? I'm invisible, right? So
Correct.
Does it appear like it's noticed me?
It is just head forward, and if anything, it seems to have eyes on Kadir. But it is your turn.
Oh, Guess it has some distance to cover right yet.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
And
I'm going to
like you would
fire.
see it like just like moving towards you. This is like it like coming into your vision as it's continually moving.
The fuck?
Mechanically speaking, we'll say like it's just getting into your sight at like the start of your turn.
I'm going to fire the old one. Just kill one at a time. 20, 30. Probably hits, right? 21
Ooh, max
points of damage. Nice.
I
Nice.
think the
Yeah.
20 hits, the 30 hits, yes. I think that's good enough.
30
And-
points of damage. 21 points of damage.
And nice damage.
Thank you.
When you roll max.
I assume that. Does it appear to me that Kadir has noticed that?
Which what the attack?
No, the Umber Hulk.
Which one? The one to your south or the one that you're hitting?
The one to the south.
No, it doesn't seem to have noticed. Again, its eyes just looking forward.
Well, I'm going to say, Kadir, south, and move. That's my turn.
All right. And that will bring us to this one. And I am going to roll this. Onyx, odds are even.
Even.
Okay. And this. So, in a bit of panic, it will attempt to break free from these webs.
Okay, DC 12. It's pretty low. I'm sure I can do that. But...
And that is a 15 on the check.
Yep.
So it
Takes
breaks
action.
free. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's all it can do.
I mean, unless it has more than one action.
It could move if it wanted.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it could still make the 2 attacks, right?
But it takes its whole action.
It's not an attack. It's a full action.
Okay, yeah, all right. That's,
Normally
that's
get,
what
like,
I had originally
multi-attack.
thought.
Yeah,
But, and then when
yeah.
you had made that comment, I was like, could it? I guess it could.
No,
Um,
yeah.
And
Multi-attack takes an action to do it, yeah.
It could have used the multi-attack to destroy the web without the attack. But yeah.
It doesn't give me the hit points, I don't think.
Yeah, it
No, it
does.
does. Yeah,
It
that's
does.
right.
Yeah.
I could have easily done that.
Yeah.
You know what? Well, it was panicking because from like the check I made for it, so that's fine with me. That's what it will do for its turn, and not needing to move with its eyes on you, Rekid, will move to Onyx.
Okay. And that's something fun.
Have we become immune to the gaze or what? Oh, did something
Oh
happen with
yes,
that
that's
last
right. It is the beginning of your turn, so I will need.
time? Oh, sorry.
It's only at the beginning, so
Top 10 anime betrayals.
I
Fuck.
need a
thought
charisma
my vote
saving
that you-
throw.
I thought you worked something out last time. I mean, sorry. Jesus. My bad.
So good.
How fucking dare you?
I'm just evening the odds out, right? I mean, this is too easy.
I'm sure there's not a third anywhere.
No, definitely not. Onyx, charisma saving throw.
Okay.
She did succeed on this late yesterday. I don't know. Is she immune to it, or does she need to make it?
It doesn't say that there's any immunity from passing.
Okay. All right.
So, you do fail. So, just currently, you cannot take a reaction, and then at the start of your next turn, I will need you to roll a d8. So, making your rapier attacks at it, unfortunately, both of those miss. The first one striking against the chitin, and then the next one just swinging a little short from making a connection with it. And you feel like this hazy vision begin to encase your sight.
Yeah.
Rekid, charisma saving throw.
Did I win?
You feel the same effects as I just described earlier. Go ahead and take your turn.
Move once, and I will attack with my quarterstaff.
Nice.
Okay.
24 to hit.
A 24 hits, connecting solidly, and you can like see some of the chitin like crack just a bit as you lunge forward with the quarterstaff.
And then I'll do an unarmed strike.
Unfortunately, the 16 is a miss.
Oof. That's all I got.
So you just try to like swing at it, and you just go right in between the two mandibles, and are unable to connect where you believe its jaw would be. Krev.
Hey. Let's well, one, I guess I'll have to
Yes,
roll
saving
the
throw,
d6.
please.
Well, that too. Okay. So, question I do have to ask because that Spider King has a special thing. He has advantage on certain saving throws. Is this related to being blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, stunned, or knocked unconscious? I was thinking it might be related to being charmed or frightened.
It doesn't actually say specifically.
I just know that's kind of a long list of advantage saving throws, so I wasn't
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, I'm trying to read it, like just double checking, but the first glance over it didn't say anything specifically on if it was like a charming effect. I mean, it sounds like it would be, but list your immunities again.
It's not immune, it's
Or,
just
like, the
advantage on those
advantage.
saving throws. Yeah. On saving throws against being blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, stunned, and knocked unconscious.
All right, yeah, no.
All right. 13.
You feel the same feelings, bud.
All right. I move up.
Okay.
And oh yeah, I gotta roll to see if I recharge. It recharges.
How does that happen? Look at that
Yeah,
dice.
that's a weird. A D6 gets
But
caught.
it is a
What the shit?
recharge.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to make a bite attack this time, but. Fuck.
Unfortunately, that's a miss.
Yeah.
Looks like it's all up to Trace and no one else.
I know, right?
That's how I
This is
like
the-
it.
This is the Trace game. I mean, it kind of is. That your plus is almost like 1.5 times what anyone else has.
Yeah, I know.
Until I whip out a dart.
And
It's
blindfold
true.
yourself.
Yeah,
Whip it out.
Well, archery style is extremely powerful.
Is that it
All
for your
right.
turn, Krev?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, Kadir. As you had stated, and you were kind of ducking back around. This does not like have a direct line of sight to you. The one to your south, pointed out from Trace, is too far away.
All right, so I would like to try something. Now this is a very thick spell.
Oh yeah.
So more or less, what this all says is creature makes an intelligence saving throw. I'm allowed to craft an illusion which can include sight, sound, temperature, and other stimuli. It doesn't say sight right here. in the second paragraph, but it does in the paragraphs below. What I would like to do is I would like illusory vines to sprout out of the ground, holding down the Umber Hulk to the south, and it also deals a d6 of psychic damage. But I want this Umber Hulk to think that it's trapped in one place by these illusory vines that these thick brambles that have sprouted out of the ground and wrapped around this creature. Anyone else, it would probably just look like the Umber Hulk is freaking out trying to pull vines off of itself. But yeah, is that something that would be possible?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, other than just needing to hold concentration on it and seeing if it passes the save, I agree.
All right. In that case, it can be no larger than a 10-foot cube. Perfect.
Yep.
All right. In that case, let's go. Let's do it. Intelligence saving throw.
All right. And that is a 6.
Whew. All right.
So, as you said, as everyone else is kind of like that lays eyes on this, it is just basically him kind of spazzing out. But this Umber Hulk sees these vines just begin to protrude out of the walls and wrapping themselves around this Umber Hulk. And you can, Kadir, at first see it begin to like almost stretch out completely, almost like chained from 4 appendixes in the air, and it is just like snapping and trying to claw at some of these vines, unable to do so. And max damage.
6 psychic damage.
All right.
Hashtag it's something. All right, that's the first time I've used that spell successfully. That's my turn.
Okay. So, as stated, there's definitely not another one, but yet there is. This one pulls itself like halfway up and then completely out of the tunnel, unburrowing like from the ground below. And that will be the end of its turn.
Oh my gosh.
This one gets to make an intelligence save on its turn for an action, and that is a natural 1. So he still believes to be entangled. When I read through it, I didn't see that it repeated the damage, but just double checking each round on your turn. On your turn. Okay.
My turn. So not until I come back around.
Yep. Well, then that one will just keep like slashing and beginning to like bite with its mandibles at thin air, thinking it's doing something, breaking some of them away, but each one it breaks, more of them just come out of the walls and wrapping them even tighter. Trace.
Trace time. Far is it? Never mind, I'm going to shoot
Well,
that thingy.
Actually, let me ask you guys this. We're right at the midway point and at the top of the turn order. Do you guys want to just take like a quick break now and then wrap it up? We'll, finish it out, see how it goes.
Makes sense to me.
Sounds good.
Sure.
All right. So then that is what we'll do. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes and then wrap up this combat. I guess as stated from Kadir, it's Trace versus the world. So we'll see how
There's
it
a
goes.
lot of world right now.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, I'm just happy Phantasmal Force finally worked. I've never
spell.
been able to get that spell
1. All right. So, we're back at the top of the turn order. Trace, you're measuring your distances, taking calculations of what you need to do with the bow. It's your
I guess
turn.
I think I'm going to fire the bow. I think that's the best course of action here. I'm going to fire the other one. Come on, something good.
I think that's a poor move. You should fire yourself at the creature with the bow.
Yeah,
Wile E.
well,
Coyote style.
So that's another hit.
13 points of damage. Oh, that's
Nice.
low.
Hey, damage is damage.
Yeah, I wanted to kill it though.
Well, almost. It is not looking good as another arrow pierces it. It is still holding on.
Damn it. And I'm going to take a few steps back here and end my turn.
All right. Which does move us back to this Umber Hulk. And its focus moving like just purely onto you, Rekid. It will make its attacks.
I
Swiping twice with the claws. The first one for a 12, and then the second one for a 14. I believe both of those are misses.
correct.
God.
And then trying to hit you with the mandibles. This is for a 15.
Also a miss.
Where the fuck was all that shit in the first round?
Sorry. Shoulder, I know you can't see me, but shoulder shrug at the same time, man.
It's like, meh.
Unfortunately, not able to find purchase as you like just duck, dodge, and weave out of each of its attacks. And then it will bring us to Onyx. Onyx, can you roll me a d8, please?
Sure.
With the 4, unfortunately, you were able to do nothing for your turn.
God.
Okay.
Rekid,
Does she get another save?
no. Doesn't say that it's another save.
Oof, these are bad.
Unfortunately, you're unable to do anything as well as both of you just find yourself to be still like in flesh, but like practically petrified and just not unable to move.
So do I get my reaction back after this turn, though, is the thing?
It says the creature can't take to a reaction till the start of your turn, and then rolls a d8 to determine what it does on the start of the turn. So it doesn't say anything else about like the reaction, so I would imagine that you still do.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't say, so I would imagine so.
Cool.
Krev, I need a d8 from you. Oh, jeez, why is it always cocked when you roll?
I guess it's just that cock. I don't know.
An 8. So you will make a melee attack against a random creature, or do nothing if nothing's within reach. So the only thing that's within reach is the Umber Hulk.
Yep.
So
Yay.
1 out of 1 random equals 1. Go ahead and
Yeah.
make your attack roll.
Sweet. That could have been bad if I wasn't ranger. Oh, come on.
Still unable to find
It
purchase.
happened last time. The damage dice like stopped it from rolling.
He cornered it in the top of the
Yeah,
window.
it like literally just like plops. Yeah. That damage too, man.
Anything else on your turn before we move to Kadir?
That's it. I'm good.
All right. Kadir, you're still not within direct sight, just like kind of popping in and out around the corner and the other. As you can see the eyes gleaming, it's like you can see like this haze that just like trickles out roughly like 30 foot from it.
All right. First, I'm gonna roll my psychic damage. Ah, good.
Good.
Good. Good. All right. So, let's see here. What other tricks do I got up my sleeve at the moment? You know what? I'm feeling extraordinarily lucky.
Feeling lucky, you punk.
I'm
You're
going
not a
to-
halfling.
Shut up. I close my eyes, and then I'll shout out, "Wreckage, guide my hand!" And I'll fire an elder, and I'll I'll shoot my Eldritch Blast at this big old honker right here.
All right.
With disadvantage.
Krev the spider. Got it. Just kidding. Go ahead, make your attack roll.
It's funny. Now that I have disadvantage,
Spider
I have a better chance of
Spider
never
Krev.
hit it. Boom!
And that's a hit.
I deal 8 damage. Low roll, but maybe it's enough.
And it is enough.
Yay!
As you take this one down, Krev, Onyx, and Rekid, you'll feel like that kind of haze over your eyes begin to break away, and as you see one fall, but another is right there still. Anything else you'd like to add to that, Kadir, with the final blow on this one?
I dip back behind the corner and I shout out, "Did I get him, guys?"
Eyes closed. Ah! No response from your team. Unsure.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right. Which will bring us to this one. Pulling itself up, out, moving towards the spider, the closest thing to it. It will go ahead and make its attacks against you there, Krev, Mr. Spider King.
Spider King.
One claw attack for a 21 to hit.
What? I'm kidding. Yeah, that's
And it is 12 damage, slashing
Wow.
damage with the first attack. Swinging in again for the second one, that is a 17
that hits, yeah.
for 8 more slashing damage on top of
Ow.
that. Then as it lunges forward with its mandibles, attempting to hopefully sever you in half. Is
Hopefully
it
not.
18 with the mandibles.
That hits.
It is 12 damage overall.
Oh my
from that.
god.
So that is a total of 32 damage to you.
Yeah.
Holy Jesus. Sideways.
All slashing. If that, I don't think it makes a difference for you, but
Mhm.
then that'll be the end of its turn, which brings us back to the one who is having fun in happy ball pit land. And that's
Is, he, is,
12.
is his name Neo?
No.
Well, you just said he was the one, so I'm wondering.
The 12 is a fail, correct? For your tentacles there, Kadir?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So it is still having fun with its imaginary tentacles and does nothing for its turn.
It ain't a party till it's a tentacle party. Gosh, that sounds awful. I'm so sorry, everyone.
You are not forgiven.
Trace!
Of all the people who wouldn't forgive me, Christian. Really? You're the weird one.
Because you have nothing to apologize for.
There we go. Is Kyle stunned or?
No, it's Trace's turn.
Oh,
Oh! Super.
Yeah, like I said, that
Trace
one does
super
nothing,
Trace.
so we went back to the top of the turn order.
I'm going to shoot the fucker up there.
Yeah, get him.
And I'm going to shoot an arrow. Surprise, surprise. And it's going to be Gentleman's 20. I guess that's
That's a
it.
hit,
13 points of damage.
right?
And it appears to me that the one... Oh, I can't see it, so I guess I'm just staying here. That's my turn.
Yes, as far as you know, Trace, the one that you had previously seen to the south, maybe burrowed somewhere else or retreated. But you
Yeah.
just like hear random echoes coming from that area.
It's all good. It's all good.
And that one's dead, so we're moving it, and brings us to Onyx. I will need you to make me another charisma saving throw, as this one
Okay.
is now within range of you.
I have advantage because I'm a satyr.
Well, actually, does she have advantage? She has a magic against, advantage against magical saving throws. Is this
No.
magic?
I don't
Yeah.
think it's worded like that, is it?
It is.
Really?
Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, it specifically states, like, magically. So,
It is a really bad word. I mean, what is medical? That's why I'm wondering.
It's
Yes,
hard to
wouldn't it
tell.
say, doesn't it say spells?
Well, it just says that it's a
Yes.
magical effect, and with hers having advantage on it, against that, I would say so.
Yeah, I guess so.
So 19.
19 is
Oh,
a
it-
pass.
Okay, it does say spells and automatical effect. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I
Mhm,
wouldn't really call
mhm.
that a magical effect, but it's up to you,
I
of
can
course.
do my turn.
So you're fine. You feel like the effect like begin to like take hold, but you're able to shake this one off, and you can proceed.
I'm gonna attempt it, I guess.
You can make me an athletics acrobatics check to jump over. Just don't roll a 1.
Lol.
Make me a dexterity saving throw, please. All right. So, as like you kind of like jump forward, like you think it's gonna be an easy gap. Unfortunately, you like hit right on the edge, and as the ground crumbles and begins to like fall, you're able to like catch yourself, and then you can pull yourself back up, which will take 15 foot of movement.
Okay.
Who knows how far that went down?
So I can just hit it from here, I'm guessing.
Yep. You can stand up there, and that will be 5, 10, 15, 25 in total, I believe.
Okay.
Fortunately, still unable to find purchase with that rapier.
Yep.
And second attack. Oh my god.
Missing yet again.
6.
All right. Rekid, charisma saving throw, please.
I did it.
I thought for a second he said Christmas saving throw.
Yes, Christmas saving throw, please.
Hey, Christmas. Do it now.
Do or don't believe in Santa Claus.
All right, so that'll be fun next time.
Yep.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Seeing as I'm an elf, right? That I would have automatic advantage on Christmas saving throws, right? Makes sense.
No.
Oh.
So I went around using 30 feet of movement.
Got it.
I will make a quarterstaff attack against Hulky Boy.
All right. This will be at advantage with
Oh, I forgot about that.
Krev on the opposite side. 24 hits.
Nice. And then I'll use a chi point to do flurry of blows.
Got it.
Flurry of hose.
The 17 is a miss.
Fuck.
The 26 is a hit.
All right. That's all I got.
All right. So like the first one is like you punch it, like you could just like feel like the reverberations like through your bones, not able to like land a solid connection. But as you swing in with the second blow, you are able to find a more of a weaker portion of it and are able to deal the 9 damage.
Sweet. Now I don't have my reaction right until my next turn.
Correct.
Okay.
Krev, charisma saving throw, please.
Sometime today. There we go.
You're good.
16.
You feel the same effect, but you're able to shake it off.
Ooh, nice. So, I'm gonna close my eyes since I have blind sight. I guess. Well, actually, I'll do that at the end of my turn, but just to be safe. But I will make a bite attack.
Makes more sense, but okay.
Yeah. Well, just in case, I don't know if I'd like lose my advantage or not. I mean, blind sight basically lets me see without using my eyes. But
Mhm.
I don't know how that works with advantage or not. So, bite attack. I'm assuming advantage, yes. Because of flank.
Yes.
Okay. That is a 19 to
19
hit.
is a hit, and that
is
will be
10
a
piercing
con
and 12
save.
poison. Well, yeah, if he
And
fails.
is an 18 on the con save.
So half damage, so 10 piercing and 6 poison.
So 16 in total.
Correct.
And as you're able to sink in your fangs this time, you'll just like start to pump it with poison, and as it begins to like sear this chitin from this Umber Hulk, it'll pull one of its legs away that you had bit into it with, and you can still see it like burning and beginning to melt away its plate-like armor.
And then I close my eyes at the end of my turn.
Got it.
I'll 8 at one.
Yes. Good year. All right, you're good.
All right, so I am, and I don't even think I know this guy exists, so I'm just gonna step into the room. I see him. I'm gonna keep sliding into the room. I'll shout out to everyone in the room. One more Umber Hulk tied up in the hallway. I rolled a psychic damage on the Umber Hulk. Good, another one, exactly what I
Yes.
wanted. Just like always. So 1 second, 5, 10.
Hey, if this was golf, you'd be awesome.
I know, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and toss out an Eldritch Blast from here. I'm not spending another spell slot. That's for dang sure. I'm holding on to that bastard. Oh my god. 17. That's a miss, right?
It is. I'm sorry, bud.
Jesus.
Anything
Fuck
else?
No, it's my turn.
All right, which will bring us to the one that is in this room with the majority of the party. Go ahead and make a check.
So I'd have to make a check.
No. This is just like seeing like who it's going for. This one is going for you, Onyx. You step forward and begin flailing at it, unable to find purchase. It finds that this may be an easy meal, and as it moves its attention from Krev, the spider, over towards you, it will swing at you twice with its claws. The first one is a 12, which is a miss, and the next one is a 23 to hit.
Okay.
A total of 7 slashing damage with that, and then trying to pierce you with the strike you with the mandibles for a 21 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and that is 14 damage. 21 damage to you overall, and then moves us to the next Umber Hulk, which is still having happy fun time down in the south. Fuck, another natural 1 on the save.
Oh, thank God.
Holy, that's 2 nat 1s on his saves for that so far.
I mean, to be fair, it's a DC 14 save, so
Yeah,
you're-
but I'm just surprised rolling nat 1s. That's all. I expect it to fail. That's crazy. Trace.
What should I be doing?
Well, I am happy to continue dealing 1 damage per turn to it. So
I'm going to fire the big fellow up there.
All right.
Hallelujah.
that is a
Ooh,
hit.
that's a
Natural
nat 20.
20.
Kill to the year. Give me something good. Huh. 23 points of damage.
23, yes. So it's like this one just like hits it like square in the mouth. You can see it just like rear its head back a bit as it begins just like gushing a bit of this like green liquid that it did before, and it looks to have severely hurt it with that attack.
That's my turn.
Onyx.
Okay.
Actually, does she have advantage on this? For
Unfortunately, no one's on like the like opposite side of her, so no.
okay.
Now, if it was like cornered and it had like nowhere to go, for an example, then yes, she would, but it can still like move back or down, kind of thing.
All right, that's 2 more misses then.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sorry.
I think she's missed like 6 times this time.
Wreck
The
it.
dice are a lot.
D8. You attack a random thing within your range. There's only one within your range.
There
All
you go.
right. I'll take it.
Good placement.
Oh, there is a dead one.
Fuck that thing. Ah.
Shit. Roll me a D4. Odds are the one on the left, as I would still say the dead one still is a random. Oof. You're gonna strike the dead one, bud.
With both attacks.
With at least this one. It says, in the D8, it makes 1 melee attack, so it specifically says 1 against the creature for that turn. So as like you strike that one with the quarterstaff, like your thought process kind of clicks, and you're like, "Fuck, that's the dead one," and then you turn, and strike the next one with a punch,
Okay.
or a kick, or a headbutt, depending on what you're feeling. 22 is a hit.
All right. 8 bludgeoning.
As this one is getting more and more whittled down. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nah. I'll just hold my ground.
All right, Krev, you had passed. You can take your turn as normal.
All right. I'm a bite.
That is a
23 to
hit.
7 piercing and con save.
And con
That's
save
A
is.
lot of poison damage.
Ooh, and con save is a natural 20. So still
All right. Well, he
half.
still takes. What is that? 7 or 8? I can't remember.
I believe it's rounded down, so it's 14 in total.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
still
so
hanging
close.
on by just a little bit. You can see it as it is just beginning to practically fall apart at this point.
Mhm.
Kadir.
That's all I got.
There it is.
Hey, nice hit. And any specific flavor you'd like to add to this one? At 2 HP.
You got mute?
Oh, and then I also need a D6 from you too.
Shit, I was muted again. All right, D6. Oh, nice. As the Umber Hulk just kind of stumbling around, bleeding green blood from its from all over its body where it's been struck, it lows down to roar, and the thunderous Eldritch Blast flies in its mouth and pops straight out the back of it, splattering the wall with green graffiti.
Oh, green graffiti. Nice. All right. Anything else for your turn?
No, I'm feeling good about this.
All right. Well, as that one is gone, you still have your concentration held on this one. Intelligence. Holy shit! Another natural one. Holy fuck! I guess last time it did get a, well, not this specific one, but it did just roll a natural 20. But wow. He is not having a good time with this spell down here.
I actually, oh, okay. Never mind. The map was freaking out. He disappeared.
All
right.
Trace.
So,
Yeah, Trace.
Would I know that me hitting the creature would break the spell?
Give me an Arcana check.
$15.
I'm looking right now for myself.
the DC is the DC is 12, I believe. It's from what I think it's 10 plus the level of the spell.
Yeah, no, so what I mean is, like, if he would, I was gonna say, like, he definitely passed the check, but if he is, like, if he hits it, if it will break it.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't see that it did. So yeah, you would definitely know, like, whatever condition that is making it still stand, like, in this hall, not moving, you are able to hit it and not break whatever is holding it there.
Or do I actually hit it? Was
Fortunately, that is a miss.
What?
So-
I looked down my bow. Did you break again?
I would argue that it is technically restrained, but I like it doesn't, like, honestly, the way that the spell writes itself, it doesn't say that it can specifically do anything. It's completely up to GM discretion. So
Yeah.
whatever you decide it does is what it does.
I would say that it's like practically like wrapped up while it's using like its attacks. It's practically just like held there. Well, like in its mind, it looks like has like its own thing going on, but like it's just pretty much like rolling around and like attacking random things, hitting the walls as like Trace looks at it. Even if I were to give advantage at that point, the 17 is still the higher one, unfortunately. So it's still a miss. But I would say that it's definitely restrained in its own in its mind.
Yeah, it's fine.
And now he's down here with the rest of us.
All right. So as Kadir has, oh, is that at the end of your turn, Trace? Sorry, before moving on.
Yeah.
All right. So as Kadir is relayed to the rest of you, there was one more down to the south. The two in here have been cleared out. But Onyx, it is your turn.
Okay. Okay.
Cast a spell, maybe, or dash.
I guess right there. And I'll just healing word myself, I guess.
All right. Okay. What was that? I believe
6
6.
total.
Yeah. Just trying to remember your modifier off the top of my head, seeing if I could pull that out of my butt, but I couldn't.
Too constipated. Next. And then.
All right. That's it for your turn. Moves us to you, Rekid.
I'm a dash to move real fast.
Okay. Where are you going?
All right, here comes.
Pew 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 pew.
So I believe I'm going to need to do an acrobatics to jump over that pit. Yeah.
It looked like you had gone around it, but if you did go directly over it, then yes, I'll need a check.
Okay.
Athletics or acrobatics. All right, you're good.
10. Okay. That's all I can do.
All right, Krev.
All right. Sensing nothing around me, I would open my eyes to be able to see that everybody's going the other way, and start heading this way.
All right.
Are you able to squeeze through that in your spider form?
You probably just
And
like
I can
climb
use the
directly
walls
along
if
the
I
wall.
do. Yeah.
That's weird.
Sideways.
Like it's like the spider X-wing fighter, just like turning sideways and going through.
Right.
Spider-Craft.
Yeah.
Spider-
Assuming I can see the thing at the end, I would then close my eyes again at the end of my turn.
Why was that the first thing I thought of as well?
Oh shit.
what?
The spider X-wing.
Oh, that I don't know. That I couldn't
Oh.
tell you. Kadir, it's your turn, and you have seen everyone beginning to make their way back towards the one that you had pointed out. 2 damage.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And if rounding this corner was a bit too much, I can move 1 space back, but yeah.
Nah,
go for
that
it.
takes up less than half. That's fine.
Alright. I'm gonna fire my ballistic blast.
But thank you for asking, by the way.
Yeah. Ah! Oh fuck. I almost had a 20. Alright, well
Fortunate,
let's-
that's another miss.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All
I'm
right.
sorry, my room has gone wild. I need to go
Here it comes.
tackle it.
Oh, natural 20 on the intelligence save. So this
Ah.
one is finally broken free.
So it does require his action to do that.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll, and it definitely, you guys don't know this, but it definitely feels quite embarrassed after figuring out that this is an illusion.
Oh shit.
But as it like kind of comes to and seeing Rekid running towards it, it will then just begin first like flipping itself from its backside up to like its legs, and then moving forward. Then we will move to Trace.
I assume that the spider is somewhere I can shoot past. Or I can just move down, I guess. I'll take a few steps down here and I'll fire on this bit air.
Yep, those were words.
Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Missing 2 times in a row. Oh, 18
the
might
18's
hit.
a hit.
Oh, good. I was starting to become embarrassed there.
Starting to become embarrassed.
19 points of damage.
All right. And a good chunk of damage to it.
I'm going to take a few steps back just in case. And that's my turn.
Got it. Onyx.
Okay. Here. I'm good. I'm done.
You're like, I'm not even going near that thing again.
There's no point. I
All
can't
right.
hit it.
Rekid.
All right, here.
Saving throw, please. Grisma,
Beans.
your favorite one.
I'm pretty sure I've gotten 11 3 times in a row on that save.
I think so as well. Unfortunately, that's a fail.
All right.
I think that's what he wanted anyhow.
I think so too.
Here comes the boom.
Here comes the boom.
Not on this attack.
Here. Then I'll spend my last cheat point to do flurry of blows.
Got it. That's a
Is
hit.
that it? Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, natural 20!
Finally.
So that is 19 in total.
Yeah.
Nice. And as you connect solidly with these unarmed strikes, you crack the chitin, and as you see it just splinter from each of the first blow, you swing uppercut and hit it right in its thorax, and it will begin to splinter even more.
Nice.
Is that it for your turn?
It is.
All right, Krev.
And I would then open my eyes to see where I'm going. And hey, that's a
Red light, green light.
Yeah.
You're so smart today.
I wouldn't get within melee of me, by the way.
So I'm gonna go on like the wall here, I guess, to get to 30 feet, and then I'm gonna have to
Where'd you go?
dash to go around. There we go. So that's my action to dash there, and then
Shit.
I will close my eyes at the end of my turn.
All right,
Smart.
Kadir.
Big brain plays.
That was smart.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna keep blasting.
How many eyes do you close, Krev?
Enough.
Well, 8.
Okay, just making sure. No, I'm just playing.
9. He closes his 9th eye as well.
All
right, I
14
missed.
is a miss.
Come on.
Close my whispering eye as well.
Oh, gross.
Any movement, sir?
No, I'm gonna hang. I'll land a hit whenever I need to kill it. Ah, shit. So actually I should have cast Phantasmal Force again, because that would have been annoying. I'm sure we'll be fine unless we aren't. You know what? I'm definitely feeling a shatter next turn though.
Oh boy.
Okay, so then that's it.
Yeah.
This one, as it looks at the spider moving around, it will just unfortunately turn its attention back to you, Rekid, and begin to attempt to pummel.
Hit me.
First claw attack for a 17.
It misses.
Next one is a natural 1.
Mega miss.
That's double the damage.
Oh, to himself?
No, to you. Duh. And then this one is a 10. So all 3 misses on you.
See, Kadir, this is how you do it.
Ah,
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
like
thanks for
dodge and
warning.
stuff. You don't just stand there. Trace.
well, you didn't go blindfold, I guess? That's smart. I'm going to step out and hit the thing with a bow attack.
Just throw your bow.
27.
That's a hit.
16 points
16.
of damage.
All
And I'll
right.
take a step back and then my turn.
All right, Onyx.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay out of the battle. I'm just gonna stay where I am. Yeah. I'm good.
Smart.
Hey, at this point, if you didn't heal Kadir, he might have been dead. So keeping away, I think you're the only one that's able to save somebody. Might be the
Yeah.
best battle plan overall. Rekid.
I rolled my d8.
Random enemy within range.
Well, there's only the one.
Do
Yeah.
I hate? But
Well,
does
just
but does Rekid hate himself?
just-
though, is the thing.
yes.
Oh my god.
Just for
come
the
on.
lulz, I had actually moved like Krev's token is like right next to him, but just like covered up. Like I said,
Oh
for
my God.
like lol aspect, but obviously he's not there. I just thought it was funny. Krev is right next to you. Aha! But go ahead and make your attacks.
Oh, this is at advantage, isn't it?
Luckily, yes. For that natural 1. The first
Wow.
attack is a miss. as you like just like kind of ricochet off it with the quarterstaff with the chitin, and then you find purchase with your unarmed strike.
All right, that's all I got.
All right.
Wait,
Spider.
so that arm strike doesn't hit?
No, it does.
No, it did.
Oh.
He found purchase with it.
Oh, good.
Sorry, my voice is kind of like dwindling.
Were you rolling at advantage?
Yes, he did the.
Alright,
He didn't
yeah.
roll it like with the advantage on for the
Yeah.
first one,
Yeah.
but he wasn't sure that he had it, so he did roll it for the second one. But
Alright.
it does bring you to your turn, Krev.
Yeah. I open my eyes and I bite.
All right. This one is facing away from you. Let me see if I can maybe do
21
it
to
like
hit.
this. Rawr!
11 piercing and con save.
Yep, that is a hit. And the con save is a 18. So
So it
half
takes
damage.
3 poison, so 14 total.
It's good damage.
It
and
is
I
good
close
damage.
my eyes and end my turn.
All right. Kadir. It's within kill range, I guess, so go ahead.
All right, so
Finish it.
guys, I have this. Don't worry. All right. I
Good
can't wait for
chosen
the
one.
nat one's coming. I'm sure it is. There it is. All right, my turn's over.
Not a nat one, but not a great attack roll.
Oh, poor Kadir.
All right, rinse and repeating, attempting to hit you, Rekid. First attack is a natural 20. That will do 17 damage. Next attack is a 10. That's a miss. And then with the mandibles is a 23.
That is a hit.
And that one will deal 12 damage.
I'll just chill here.
So we're just funneling the kill to Kadir now. Is that what's happening?
Just chill.
We're just waiting for me to finish him.
Yeah.
We could take a few rounds, to be fair.
You know,
If you want to talk about a way to actually die.
D4, I believe that is nothing for your turn. Yes, does nothing.
Oh boy, here we go.
Krev, your eyes are closed. All 8 of them.
Yep.
Miss.
I open my eyes and I attack.
No!
It's gonna go. He's gonna miss, and it's gonna be Kadir again. I already know.
I have foreseen it.
Oh god, it missed.
What Kadir missed now? Will be hilarious.
Unfortunately,
No way.
I mean, well, fortunately for the Umber Hulk, it feels like you're giving it a chance. The rest of you just waiting for Kadir to land the final blow.
Please
I close
do.
my eyes.
And anything else?
I close my eyes and then I have my turn.
Okay.
I hope he doesn't miss. My shit's on the line now.
Kadir,
Yeah.
go for it, bud.
All right, I step forward and
Don't
I
fail me.
take the fateful shot. Oh no, I can't find out where to click. You know what? I'm gonna close my eyes before I click, so I'm with Rekid in spirit.
Yeah.
I'm actually a little disappointed. I thought it was going to be a natural 20, which would have made it more pure and awesome. But it's a
Pure.
hit nonetheless, and that is enough to kill it. Any extra things you'd like to add as you're got the highest fragging for this session so far?
It hits its leg, popping it off. At which point it begins spewing green blood out of its leg hole. But that's not the fatal blow. The fatal blow is when it falls over, crashing its head onto a rock, smashing it open.
Live
And
by
as
the
it
rock,
does so,
die by
you
the
see like it kind of crack a bit as like more of that green liquid begins to like leak out. But that will just want to double check something real quick.
Please no.
Sounds like 5 more.
Okay, yeah, that'll bring us out of combat.
Will it?
Well, I guess it depends on the path that you take.
We should probably take like a short rest. There's not a short rest here. How are you feeling, Regard?
Pretty wrecked, honestly.
Huh. Too bad you're only a wizard and a cleric, so you could heal yourself, huh?
I know.
Well, there is something I would like to try, but I believe we should go. I would like to go around to the Umber Hulk corpses, and knowing that their eyes seem to have some kind of like magical power, I would like to pop them out to potentially use as an ingredient.
Okay. Trace picking up your arrows. That's good. That's good. Go ahead and give me like another survival check just to make sure you don't damage the eyes. Don't roll below a 6.
I will use guidance. All right. Well, it doesn't matter. That's good.
That
enough.
was stealth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You
that
do
is-
it very quietly.
That is the same as my survival. I miss it. Stealth and
That's
survival
okay.
are-
But you do it very quietly. But you get out the eye and you're good. I mean, making sure that it's not like focused on you just in case it does still have any powers or prowess, and you get it in its solid form. You can take all of them if you'd like.
I will.
Okay, so you can add 4 Umber Hulk eyes to your inventory. Anything that you're doing with them particularly, or are you just shoving them in your pocket?
You know what? I will wrap them up in. I will wrap them up in cloth, and I do have some spare. I do have some spare jars. I already have a jar. Well. Yeah, I do have some spare. I have oil flasks. All right. So I'd like to get them. Pour out some of the oil that I have, so I can empty my flasks, and then I'll put them in there. How many flasks would I need, or jars? I guess.
We don't imagine like the oil flask are like that large, so maybe just like 2.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I would say 2 is fine.
Yeah, so I'll wrap them up in cloth, and I'll just kind of put them in there. After pouring out the oil, I'm sure they slip in very easily.
Yeah, it's pretty well lubricated. The cloth should keep off most of the oil remnants from inside. So, Krev, since it is getting a little bit like just like closer, you still do have a little bit of time left on your wild shape. But just for like a flavor aspect, you'll feel yourself beginning to like transform like back, and like while you're still able to hold the spider form, you know that it's dwindling.
Right. Well, I open my eyes.
Well, yes, I
Where to next? Are we leaving?
We need to find a new measurement of healing somehow.
I cast level 2 Cure Wounds on Rekid, since he seems to be the tank.
Hooray!
At a minimum, I suggest we go back and short rest.
Yes, I do believe it is time. We have more than enough proof here for going back into town. We certainly have plenty of proof that we've slain many Umber Hulks.
What is
How
that?
about we
I think
just
we
like?
killed 6 now.
How about I just look around just a little bit? I mean, I'm fairly stealthy. Drive back. I would like
Yeah.
to just like explore the area up here just for like a few moments. Trying to stealth, etc., etc. See if there's anything like worth checking out, like looking down this hallway, looking down here, looking down there.
All right. Well, as you look down the first one, you'll see that it's just like a bit of a path before it like turns off, and then you can't see anything else.
I mean, I'm just going to look like, does there appear to be any human tracks, humanoid tracks anywhere?
Go ahead and I believe that's a survival check.
I have advantage in tracking.
I would point out that he should probably know that he's been in this room before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, other than seeing, like I know you weren't here, but this seeming, as Kadir had pointed out, to be like the central HUD location, with the vast amount of tunnels that led to this room in particularly.
Is there anywhere I haven't been then?
Like no one so you only explored like a certain amount of tunnels that were in here, but like since you're peering down each of them, I'm gonna unmask which ones that you're looking at. Like one that you see kind of like ending in a dead end, moving on to like the next one clockwise, like over just like to the direct, like what would be your west. You see it like ending in like a small narrow path, just as like you had kind of entered coming into the room. Then another tunnel that goes down quite a bit before turning, another that seems to end or keep going past where you can see, and then a dead end, and then another path that winds.
So we've been in all these small rooms, etc., etc.
Well, you can see after peering in. The only path that you would have actually taken, that you know of so far, and especially from Kadir's like tracking stones, is this path up to your north, and this path down to your south. As the one to the south, I believe, still has the stone that says second on it.
I'm just going to check out the northeast one with stealth.
Yep.
Just see if there's anything in there. I have advantage.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception. 23.
Nice.
So you see where like these like collapsed rocks are, just down to like your southeastern side of like this like basically like a dead end, but you can see that there used to be a path here, but it seems to have collapsed.
I'm just going to go through the rubble and see if there's anything interesting in there. Just in case.
Unfortunately, as you dig and dig, you find nothing.
Okay, I'll return to my party.
Oh, I forgot to roll HP for Christian.
Oh, yeah, good call.
So he regains
nice.
14 HP.
Thank you.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Since you seem to be the local punching bag, I believe I owe you this.
It's greatly appreciated.
Yes, especially since I'm dying. No biggie.
Just human shield me. It's fine.
All right, so which way are you guys going?
From whence we came.
Return to sender.
Not unless we want to go out that secondary exit and take a hike through the mountains. I'm sure that's extremely safe with no issues.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. From whence we came. Trace, since you are so stealthy, they seem to be completely unaware of you. To be fair, perhaps you should be the one to go first. You might be able to warn us.
That's wise. I'll do that. I'll go like 30 feet ahead. So I'm in darkness and stealth. In
Thank
front.
Okay, and just double checking, you're going down the path that read the second, which is this one right here. Correct?
Yes, I believe so, yes.
All right, go ahead and start moving the
So-
tokens.
Oh,
So this is the direction we came from, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, like originally, well, just recently, I would say, but I thought you were meaning, where Trace had pointed out finding that stone over here.
no. We're heading back out, right?
Yep, that is correct.
And I'm stealthing ahead to make sure we don't get surprised by any Uberhulkies.
Sorry, the pup is doing something weird. One moment.
Is it pooping?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't think that would fall under weird.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna move you to here.
Pooping on
And-
the sofa?
Mm-mm.
While you are ahead of everyone, at like this point, Krev, you will have kind of turned back into your normal self.
All right.
Trace, you're still
No.
30 foot ahead. They're just down the path a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up with the mysterious.
I feel like less legs.
Ah,
So
yes.
less eyes.
I'm surprised. Yes, less eyes is the first I would have gone for.
Did you skip leg day?
He's not skipping. He's just focusing.
Yes.
But peering down the way, you will see the Umber Hulk pulled of its chitin.
Oh, thank God. You said. I thought it was-
Regenerated.
I thought it
So
was-
which way is this out? East or south?
At this point, I'm just unsure. We'll say where your path leads, you see it, one going off towards the west and one towards the east.
I'm curious. There might be some kind of boss Umber Hulk or boss bug here.
Please
kind
do
of.
not speak of such things.
Yes, I know, but we need to be prepared. I think we need to get out of here.
Yes, I think so too.
Can you roll me a perception check, Trace, with you being up towards the front?
Sure.
If we're including the babies, we technically have killed 13 Umber Hulks. I think I'm quite-
Exactly 13. Oh. You called it.
Alright. You can hear like rocks falling like way off in the distance. You're unsure of like which path ahead of you that they're actually coming from. The one that leads directly south, or the one that turns off towards the west, or perhaps the one that turns off towards the east.
I thought the east was the exit.
Mm-mm.
I have no idea where I'm going. I mean, I don't know what the exit is.
Technically,
Trace
nobody does, because like there's so many winding paths. Like everyone's kind of losing like their.
Well,
somewhat sense of
Trace cannot get lost though, due to his
Ooh.
ranger features.
Well, then I will say, you would know that like the path that you would have needed to follow would have just been like the first turn down to like that went originally south. You'd
It
have had
says
like an
ex-
inclination at that point.
Exactly this. Your group cannot be lost except by medical means.
Oh, well then yeah, you don't know where you are.
Oh, it is medical means.
Hmm. Can we do a survival check?
Oh, that wouldn't work with a medical, right?
It might. I mean, what else would you use? I mean, it's.
I mean, if there's a survival way of finding a way out, Trace would
Yeah.
know.
You have markers that you've left.
That's true.
I mean, either of us can do it, and you give each other advantage, or whichever. I'll guidance you.
But it's saying it doesn't make any sense. I mean, if I can work it out by looking at the walls and so on, Trace would know the way automatically. That's how the natural explorer works. But I can roll, but it shouldn't make a difference.
I mean, you can check.
You roll your guidance too.
Yeah.
What do you have, like a chosen biome, Signa?
No, it's just a natural explorer feature.
Oh, cool. Is that like a new
So-
feature or the old one?
Well, it's one of the old ones.
I'm pretty sure you have to choose a biome.
Well, I'm used to revised ranger. It's a little different.
Oh, okay.
I will say from your check that you are like you're kind of able to remember the path, but you do notice like some of these like changing. I guess like with your feet you would or your feature you would know that not all of these tunnels are actually created by like these umber hulks. Some seem to have other characteristics about them.
Well, I would try to follow the ones that weren't made by Umber Hulks then.
So at this point, being a little unsure, you feel that your natural path, from what you're looking at, is towards what would be like your. Since you're looking at the screen, your left, this way.
To west. Yeah, okay.
So we're keeping up, right?
Yeah.
He said only 30 feet ahead, so I'm not sure how far you guys wanted to let him go.
Right.
Well, I'm making sure that the group knows who I am. Because, I mean, they can't see me. So I don't know what. I'll do something.
And then continuing down this path.
Yes.
Hey. See it eventually open up to a room. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I don't want to see an Umber Hulk, please.
Guidance. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I can't. You're over that.
Alright.
Yeah, you guys are far away.
And I'm also stealthing, so.
Yeah, I just was keeping it from the same. Unless like we go
Oh,
over like a
okay.
long point of time, then I'll have you re-roll the stealth. But yes.
I was just gonna say, not everyone's moving their characters, but I would just assume that we're all moving together regardless.
Yeah.
You are able to spot another stone, somewhat similar to what you had seen in that other room. This one says third, I believe. Yes.
Again, not being the last session, I'm going to like pinpoint that to Krev and Kadia. What's down here?
Mm-hmm.
I do believe the notepad where I had written all that on got deleted.
Well, so what's the two previous stones say? 1, 2?
I had first, second, third. I was using them to mark hallways.
Oh, so you made them.
Yep.
Oh.
But
I think this
because
is a good.
my notepad unfortunately deleted itself.
think
Would
this
I
is
know which direction is the way out from here?
Well, back where you all are, I'm gonna move the rest of you all up here.
So it's definitely
Wait.
not that way.
Is this the room
Hold
we're
on.
just in?
Yeah, this is the room we were just in.
Hmm.
That is.
Well, that's good then. That's good. Let's go east then.
Hold on 1 second. Make me
Sure.
you would have already noticed it, so I actually don't need a perception check. But with finding the one that says second down on the bottom, that would have been like the one of the paths that you had come from, where the mark was. So
Yeah, follow that path backwards then, because I dropped them at the entry path. So if we follow the entry path, that'll take us back to the root room where we
So
were trying.
south or what?
Yep.
Yeah.
Follow the. Basically, it's like follow the path. Like he had left the markers of like the rooms like as you guys exited them. So like this one would indicate like one of like the turns that you guys had made, so you would know that this is a path to take.
I'm heading south then.
Okay.
I'm going to just move you. This is where it is, right over here.
Oh,
Moving on. Moving on. And can I get a perception check from Kadir and Trace at this point?
13. Lucky number 13.
Alright. You guys can hear some rocks falling, but they seem to be just like while they are coming down from this path, they seem to still be at a pretty far distance.
Can I smell any fresh air? Any, like, I don't know.
No, not at this point. This is
Oh.
still deep within. And as Trace, you make your way down, while unfamiliar to you, familiar to the rest as they begin to lay their eyes on the room covered in these crimson red like roots and vines. The crushed eggs that Kadir had taken care of.
Oh, good.
How big are these vines? And they're like solid wood or like?
They are like a fleshy material.
Oh. How about from here? South or? I'll go west, I guess.
Alright, I'm trying to like measure it down and make sure I reveal it and then not like overdo it. So, oop, why does it do that? That is annoying.
So which way was the way that we entered this room from? Because this was the entry to the entire complex.
Correct. So I'm just gonna finish revealing, but it's the one directly to like the west. The others pretty much ending in dead ends. Only one other path was to take, which is up to the north. That you know led on like a winding area to like the outside of the mountains, up to the northern part.
So the exit is down here somewhere?
Just to the west, right here.
Yeah. We exit, of course.
And on the ground here, you probably also see the corpses of 8 baby Umber Hulks.
Yeah, I remember killing them, don't worry.
That and like the bits of like bones that have been like ripped out from like these vines that have grown on the wall and like just ripped apart things. And at this point, heading down the western path, after time and rinse and repeating the process of the light going out and then coming back for Rekid, you eventually continue on, making decent pace.
Let's kiss the ground.
And you find yourself back at the mine. It does take quite a bit of time, of a couple of hours at that point. But you find yourself in that familiar site of this mining location.
Oh, very nice. All right. So yeah, we all know the way out from here.
This is the way.
I would like to guidance perception just to make sure we're safe. None of the gnolls have spontaneously resurrected.
No.
Oh, good. I'm going to need that D4. Then.
Not with that perception check.
14 again. Not bad.
Alright. Just wanted to make sure you guys didn't want to, like, maybe mine in here for a little bit, but if you're just heading directly out, move everyone to the world map. So as everyone kind of comes out of the mine and begins to make their way outside with the amount of hours that have passed, you'll see that the sun is almost set completely, judging from the sun's location, as it has disappeared behind some of the peaks from the mountains and just like looming over as you break sight and then regaining it towards the coastline. It is roughly 7:30 at night.
Oi, what an absolute hellhole. Ah,
Yes.
very well.
Rest now?
Yes, we will make our way back down to the miners' camp from here and rest the night. We have proof of slain Umberhawks. We will from here. I think we go to Mido. Advise the lady how many we have slain. Blah blah blah. Saviors of the mine, and from there. Hopefully we can use that to push our angle a bit further. It is all coming together, I promise. Unless it isn't.
Good.
So yeah, I guess we'll make our way down to the miners' camp.
Yeah, and while you make your way down, like after this grueling day, you'll see Yorni just pacing as he had done before. Your cart, your wagon, everything still intact. And quite a few of the individuals here have actually left, leaving only a dozen still left at the camp. Oh, bloody hell! Why do you all have to give such a man a blatant heart attack?
Well, the work is done.
You all look like shit.
Oh, you should see the rest of the guys.
Well, if you look that bad and the others, they have to look worse, right? Or you wouldn't be walking out of there.
Well, that seems accurate. Oh man, I lost my accent. Oh no.
Well, I've sent a few of the camp here to head back to Mito and report what you all have done with the gnolls, but they'll be there probably by the morning.
Well, I would suggest that we rest for the night. We can head out in the morning ourselves. I believe we can assuredly say that these hills are safe.
Good.
Safer than the caves, at least.
Yes, there is at least there is likely at least one more Umberhawk in there, but we've already killed 13. So
Can you give me a deception check, please?
that's not deception. That's the
I
truth.
heard 13.
Yeah.
13 Umberhulks?
Yeah, that's true.
Wasn't it?
The
Like
infants, I
6?
guess, if you wanted to count it.
Oh.
They would be, they would be full grown sooner or later.
That is the Anakin approach.
You know what? What is
Nice.
my perspective? They were the enemy.
All right, yeah, I'll give you that one. I wasn't sure if I'd count the X, but yeah, okay, I'll go with it. What, 13, you say? And do you think that there's at least one more?
It would seem likely,
Yes.
but
The noise they make.
I would say that any significant force from the guild should be able to handle that. Now that the lion's share has been done with.
Well, I, I'd like to thank you, because then I can get back to work. But
After all of that, and you would still want to get back to work, how many of your friends did you lose?
well, this is a business. We gotta keep getting those gems.
He's a dwarf, is he?
Yes.
All right, got it. Well, I suppose that is commendable. If perhaps a little bit cold, but such is life here.
Well, are y'all looking to stay here? If you are, of course, help yourself to some food and some drink if you like. But we'll be breaking down camp in the morning, getting back to regular protocol here.
This is where it is safest. I think we should stay here. Does it, would anyone feel differently?
No,
Perhaps
it's fine.
that we should leave tonight?
Yeah. If they're coming back to us anyways, then we might as well wait here.
Agree.
Very well. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that short rest.
All right. So, as you all begin taking like your rest for the evening, this is where we're going to call it for the night.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, since you all are going to be taking your rest, I will go ahead and give you your experience that you are all owed. So, slaying a good amount of Umber Hulks, and I mean, those encounters being as difficult as they are, I do believe the last time each of you had updated the experience, you were all at 3,850.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
have
what
no
I
idea
had,
about the
38.50.
experience
That
points.
was as of December 3rd,
Yes. So
so 2 games ago,
with this,
and including the last game's fights too.
Yep. Well, last session you didn't have any fights.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
This will, you guys would earn a total of 1,550 apiece. So it should put everyone at a total of 5,400.
Very nice. Very nice.
And I believe that is 1,100 away from a level, yeah.
Yeah, that is. And that's going to be a really, really nice level, I tell you.
Yes, and this is purely, I mean, pretty much from like the RP and stuff aspect. Like, you're basically turning in a quest, so I would expect you guys to reach level 5 within 1 to 2 more sessions easily. So, we'll see how it goes. But does anyone have anything that they'd like to say before we get out of here?
No.
Last episode of Mandalorian tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's the last one.
Only 8
Season
episodes
two.
season.
So, let's come with the predictions. Who is the Jedi Knight who's going to train Grogu?
Nope. Nope.
What's that predictions?
Spoilers.
Oh, is he that far behind Kyle? Come on, Kyle.
I think
I mean-
1 episode behind.
I know who I want it to be, but the fact of the matter is they're not going to pull him out of the fucking... They're not going to dust his ass off and bring him out, so...
Mace Windu?
No.
He said dust off, not dig up out of the ground.
To be
Savage.
fair, the Jedi Knight that I want is also dead.
Come on, tell me who it is, Cinnamon.
So I would love it if Kanan Jarrus showed up, because they said that they were going to a temple, and Kanan Jarrus was a sentinel, and like one of the things that the
Yeah.
Sentinels did in Rebels is they became force spirits that guarded temples. So like if he showed up at a temple, I thought that would have been super sick.
So even as a Force ghost, he could have trained him. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that would have been really cool to see. I mean, he's already showed up in the ninth movie to an extent. His voice, like Kanan Jarrus's voice actor, showed
I think
up.
a realistic option could be Ezra, though.
No, I think Ezra is going to be saved for the Ahsoka series, though.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That seems likely.
I mean, it could
Yeah,
be
I
just
agree.
Luke Skywalker. You know, that's
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean-
I think
I
the
mean-
one
Oh.
Jedi that is actually out there.
If,
Yeah,
There's a
well,
couple.
I feel
There's
like
a
if
couple.
they did, that would be like the easiest one to like just default to.
Yeah.
There's also Cal Kestis. Cal
Yeah.
Kestis is still out there as well.
Maybe.
But he-
Why
You know
not?
what? He trains himself.
That's
It's been like
I-
5+
I
years
think-
since that.
I think that's the trick. I think that there won't be anyone to train him. I think what it's all going to come down to is that he would prefer to just stay with the Mandalorian, fuck getting adopted by the Jedi Order, or I'm sorry, kidnapped by the Jedi Order. Like
unless maybe Mando adopts a Jedi and has a partner, basically.
I think
No.
it's more likely that Mando will actually be
jeez.
force sensitive.
But how old is Cal Kestis at this point?
Oh, Cal has got to be like,
He would be
like-
Ahsoka's age.
yeah, he's got to be like 40. He might even be a little. Well, he'd be a little bit younger actually, because by the time that era rolled around, Ahsoka
Well-
was like 20 to 25.
Well-
So he'd be like 5 years younger, I think.
Well, remember, he was like a young teenager when Order 66 happened.
All right, let me go
So-
ahead and wrap this up
So
real
was
quick.
she.
Affiliates
So
up in the
shady.
top left. Links are going to be found down below. Hope everyone enjoyed tonight. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe and leave on that notification bell for when we upload more videos. If you haven't already, please drop a follow to the Twitch channel. And see everyone hopefully tomorrow for the Raven's Nest.
So wait, I'm sorry, we're not starting a Star Wars stream?
Nope, I told you that you guys should start a podcast for it.
Shit.
I mean, what possibilities is there really?
Good night.